this weekend. Now, from the Weather Network's National Weather Center, here's Chris St. Clair.
Ah, good, you're here. Okay. So as far as the active weather that's really kind of dangerous, it's Ontario today. Isolated severe thunderstorms and some gusty winds. So for you, our update on active weather begins right now. And I want to show you some video that is from our weather watchers. And so we got looking around to see what we could see out there. Hailstones up into Kenora yesterday. Yeah, I know. So you've got that with this, and this weather system has had a history of producing hailstones and some very heavy downpours of rain. So when you get these thunderstorms, and there's been some boomers to begin the day in around Georgian Bay, you'll pick up quite seriously in an hour like 25 millimeters of rain, an inch. And again, there'll be some strong and gusty winds too. The winds have a tendency to come certainly with the thunderstorms, and they're along that trough line, but the stronger winds will come as we clear it out with the cold front, and that'll shift the winds out of the north and the west. And of course, in Western Canada, we'll talk about the weather in the west. There's snow on the ground this morning in Western Canada, but there's been funnel clouds, twisters in Western Canada this week. I know, it's been really quite a week. And when you think about this, it's also the start of Atlantic hurricane season, and Shelley Steeves has the details on that.
It's that time again. The 2011 hurricane season has officially begun, and forecasters say we could be in for a repeat of last year.
Well, it looks like 2011 is shaping up similar to 2010 in terms of the overall activity, number of storms.
Another above-average season, a pattern we've seen now for over 15 years. It seems overactive hurricane seasons are becoming the norm.
These active periods can last up to 20 years, so we could be in for another 5 years of active hurricane activity.
Now, at this point, it's too soon to say how many storms will affect us here in Canada. But this area of high pressure between Nova Scotia and Florida may hold the key to just how many storms track north. When the pressure in this high is below normal, there's little stopping hurricanes from tracking up the eastern seaboard.
With that area of pressure being below normal, that allows storms, especially earlier in the season, to be able to track up toward eastern Canada, as opposed to a large, strong high pressure there would tend to drive those storms into the U.S. Gulf Coast or Florida.
So we may see more storms track into Canadian waters earlier in the season this year. But the good news is, cooler than normal water temperatures in the North Atlantic Ocean may help to suppress any storms that do track north.
Off of the eastern seaboard here in Canada, it's been below normal water temperatures, primarily due to the excessive cloud cover during May. But that could change during June if it becomes more sunny than usual. Those water temperatures could warm back up to closer to normal.
Which only increases the risk of a repeat of last year's active hurricane season here in Canada. For the Weather Network, I'm Shelley Steeves in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia.
Okay, now, from hurricanes to it must be Canada when it looks like this on the 4th of June. Seriously, it looks like this on the 4th of June in some places in Alberta today. Now, later, there's very cool air in place, clearly. As the sun heats that, there's the risk of some thunderstorms rumbling up for you. We've had these snows along that little cold front. Well, it fills in, high pressure builds, and good news, your temperatures are going to start to climb back towards the seasonal average over the course of the weekend. And our weather story continues after